If you're moving to Parker, Colorado and don't want to break the $600,000 mark, you'll want to check out this one. Today, I'm touring Lennar's 305 model in the new Tanterra Community. It gives you 3 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms, a 2-car garage, starting at 1,480 square feet, with pricing starting at $556,900. And the best part, you're just minutes from shopping, restaurants, parks, and the new Lifetime Fitness. But is this one better value for new construction in Parker? Let's take a look. Now, upon entering, my first initial thoughts are how open the space is. This is a 2-bedroom townhome. I love how the door does have the window here, providing additional natural light, which I think is wonderful. But first, opening up to the living room, I certainly think there is good space here. As you can see, they're utilizing this space as both the living space and then the dining space as well. So depending on your preferences, you do have a small sectional here on the left, and then your dining table that would sit, I would say, about 6 individuals. You can see this is set up a little bit smaller in terms of the size, but it is a townhomes. It's kind of what's expected, especially in this new Tanterra Community. I do love this section of windows here off on both sides of the home, which are also providing that natural light. And the size of this TV, it's certainly more than reasonable. You can see that they've decorated with nice small table here in the middle, and then you also have this table for your TV and some additional decor. But I think it is a wonderful front entrance. As you do enter here, if you decided not to utilize, say, this dining table, you do have this good size island here where you can sit 3 individuals. I love the finishes. You are walking into luxury vinyl plank tile all throughout, which is ideal, especially here for the Colorado weather. You have the quartz countertop finish, dark gray, which I think is great to avoid any scuffs or things of that nature, and then a nice deep sink. You do get the chrome finishes, which isn't a bad thing. And I do love this feature here for your garbage disposal up top, so you're not having to reach down underneath the cabinets to hit that garbage disposal button. I don't know why every builder did not do that. You do have stainless steel appliances here in the home. White shaker cabinets, which the quality does seem to be good and fair and reasonable. Starting at this price point, you have Frigidaire appliances, and they are running electric appliances here in the community. Frigidaire microwave, and something that is very important is the venting outside of the home. So if you do happen to cook with, say, any greases or whatnot, spices, things like that, you're sucking all of that directly out of the house. Yeah, good quality here. Something that you can always do after the fact is just finishing with some hardware. That's something that this home is missing, although I think that is standard with any Lennar home that you would get within this community. And then good amount of outlets here, and then reasonable counter space. Stainless steel Frigidaire fridge, and then you also do have additional cabinet space. So something that you would be missing here is the fact that you're not getting an additional place to store different items, like as far as food, but they are utilizing this crawl space here. So you do have a crawl space underneath the home, and then maybe just a little bit of space here. So not too much underneath the stairs, but you can certainly put in some additional shelving to help with any additional pantry. But I'd say overall you have a reasonable amount of cabinet space. Now you do have your half bathroom in here. Again, good space, reasonable finishes here, especially if you're looking for more of that entry level. I like how everything does tie in and there's no type of carpet. You do have these straight edge finishes here on the doors, and this would lead out into your 2-car garage. They're utilizing that as a sales office at the moment, which we would discuss and negotiate on your behalf. There are some amazing deals going out right now, especially as Tanterra is opened up here in Parker and is a very new community. You can see your thermostat, so everything is eco-friendly. I love the wrought iron finishes here on your stairs, and we do have a coat closet off of the front door, so a very well thought out first floor. And real quick, if we have not met, I am Jamie, a local real estate broker here in the Denver metro area, and I have helped hundreds of families successfully relocate. Whether it's a new construction or a resale home, I can help. So don't be shy. Feel free to scan that QR code or click the link in the description. That way we can schedule your one-on-one buyer strategy call where we're going to discuss your goals. I'll answer your questions and set you up on the very next steps. And if you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button. That way you don't miss any future home tours. Now, let's get back to this home tour. Now we will head to the second floor. And the carpet is entry level and you're going directly up. So no type of landing here, something you have to keep in mind. We do have your primary here off to the left. However, we are going to look at your utility closet. So you do have a good sized water heater here. Your washer and dryer would fit here and they would need to be stackable in order to fit here. And this is what you get with townhome living. You have an additional linen closet. You can never have enough of that in a home. And then bedroom 1 here. It's a reasonable size. Now they're utilizing this as a baby's room, toddler's room. So I would say if you wanted to fit a full-size bed, or even push, if you have older kids, if they wanted a queen-size bed, you can definitely still fit a queen-size bed in this room with the room dimensions. You do have a standard size closet as well. And then 2 nice big windows. And this restroom is your Jack and Jill. So you have your 1 single vanity here. So full bathroom with the window here to provide some of that natural light. The wonderful thing with this community is there are tons of parks around here, and you are within the Douglas County School District, which if you happen to utilize niche.com, I suggest you take a peek at that. If you are relocating and unfamiliar with the school districts, we are in South Denver here. I love this room, how you have these 2 additional windows and they're separated. So the light is evenly distributed all within this room. You have a standard size closet. Now this bed and the setup with these windows, however, I would say you're probably better to go with, say, a full-size bed, but you can do a queen-size bed if you wanted to. I really like what they have set up here with more of that twin bed and then that pull-out desk here at the end. I think it fits the room very well. And then you have good space here within this hallway, so it does open up, and then the linen closet kind of tightens up here a bit. Now we'll get to the exciting part. So your primary bedroom, very good size, king size bed here. I love these 3 smaller windows where you can still have your privacy, and if you'd like to get any type of shades there, you can always block out that light. if needed, but I love natural light. You have your dresser here, a nice long dresser. Fits really good, and you still have room for an additional seating area. So definitely reasonable space here all throughout. And you can see both of your end tables still fit with this bed here. So really good size. You have your walk-in closet, which is not by any means a huge walk-in closet, but you can do a lot with it, especially with the custom closet build outs. And then you have double vanity here. And again, though, you're going to have these chrome finishes. And you may not be a fan of that, but you can always switch stuff out like that after the fact, especially if you think the area and location is important to you. Getting into a new and growing community, this is going to be awesome to get in here as soon as possible. You have very good leg space here between the toilet and the stand-up shower. You can see Moen finishes, chrome. This is what you will get at this price point, but I certainly think it's nice to have new. You have a little seat here as well. Luxury vinyl plank in the wet areas. And I hope that you enjoyed this home tour of this townhome here in Tanterra. Let me know what you think. Can't wait to see you on the next one. If you are thinking about making the move, whether that's next month or next year, I would love nothing more than the opportunity to represent you and negotiate in your very best interest. If you happen to be relocating from out of state, there's no need to keep flying back and forth. I can always provide you with any virtual home tours. That way, we can ensure that this entire home buying experience is simple, smooth, and as stress-free as possible. The next step is to click the link in the description or scan that QR code. That way you can schedule your one-on-one buyer strategy call with me, where we're going to discuss your overall goals, the Denver metro market. I will answer any questions that you have, and we'll just ensure that we have an overall tailored game plan toward you and your family. So don't be shy. Feel free to click that link or scan that QR code. And if you have not already, go ahead and subscribe. That way you don't miss any future home tours. I can't wait to meet you on our Zoom call and meet you when you come into town. We could help you find the home that you were looking for. Thank you so much for joining me on today's home tour. Jamie, your friend in real estate. I'll see you on the next one, my friends.